Outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me, still.
Show. Calling all the steppers to the front. Hopefully, y'all, this lighting is enough. Let me put on my house shoes. If y'all hear some noise in the back, it's my blinds. Okay, my window is open. It's a little chilly, but I'm hot at the same time. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyways, hey y'all, it's your favorite round the way girl, Taylor's here. We do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, bring it on back, and we're back with another video. I feel like it's been such a while, such a long time since I actually had sit down video and talk to y'all. Like, I feel like I've just been doing vlogs as of lately, and yeah, so that sounds like, let me go ahead while I'm sitting here, have a hold on y'all. So I wrote down a few things. I don't know what the title is gonna be, but this is pretty much just like an update, like just to give y'all a little tea, a little background information, because like I said, I've done excuse me, and it's a lot to talk about. Well, I wouldn't say it's a lot, but it's just stuff that I just want to like vent about and talk to y'all about. So let's go ahead and get it started. So boom, let's go back to September. So September, well, let's go back to the beginning of last year. So I was living on my own last year, at the beginning of last year, and then I ended up moving back home just because it was the right thing to do for me. Like, I was looking for a different job. Like, I wanted to, you know, move the job that I was at, and it was just not giving. So I ended up moving once my lease was up, and then I moved back home, right? So I was like, I was working far from where I moved back home, so I was like, you know what, I gotta get out of here. Plus the job that I was at, it was just not giving. Like, they was not trying to pay your girl the coin that she deserved, and it was like, it's cool, but it's not like enough for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need more in every aspect. Like, because the job that I was doing, I was like a case manager, but it was kind of like social work. So I was out in the field going to people's homes and stuff like that, and I just didn't want to do that. I didn't feel like, you know, comfortable with that, because it's a lot going on, y'all. I'm 5'2", 140 pounds. Like, what the fuck can I really do? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just wasn't feeling it after a while. It was cool, but I started doing COVID. So at first we was like working remote, and then we had to go back, whatever, you know, stuff like that. So I ended up switching jobs, ended up moving, and then I told myself after I moved home, I was like, man, I have to get myself together, because it's one thing when you go from living by yourself and all that, and you gotta move back home. And to be honest, y'all, don't let nobody make y'all feel bad for having to move back home. Like, life is hard as hell right now, and nobody has it figured out. Nobody has all of their ducks in a row. Life happens, things happen, and it just is what it is, okay? So yeah, I ended up moving back home. So I was like, you know what, I have to be gone within like 2 months from this job, because I can't do it. And plus my goal was to always move back out. Like, I moved back home just because things weren't making sense, you know what I'm saying, in every aspect. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give myself 2 months to get myself together. So actually, I moved back home in March. So from March up until what, August? No, yeah, I want to say August. No, okay, I didn't say give myself 2 months. I think it was a month now that I think about it, because I want to say I started saying this in August, maybe like end of July, early August, which is why I said 2 months. But it was like a month and a half, 2 months, whatever. So I was like, I gotta be gone by September. I cannot still be here doing the same things, making the same amount of money. I just don't want to do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really giving what I wanted to give. So, you know, I was applying to jobs. I was looking, and in September, I ended up getting a new job with a bigger pay salary. Like, I jumped very, you know, a good amount. It was actually in my career. So yeah, in September, I ended up getting a new job. So I'm like, cool, okay, boom, we litty. Feel what I'm saying? Stuff is looking up. Okay, I got a new job, so now I can start saving, so now I can start looking for places. Like, you know, I wasn't in a rush to do it, but it's just like the pieces are starting to align. Life is starting to make a little more sense. Y'all get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was happy about that. Anyways, so yeah, I was happy about that. They do this all the time, y'all. They don't even be going to fight fires or nothing. Like, they don't be doing nothing. So yeah, boom. So I was like, okay, I'm able to be in a space where I can like start my business, you know, do different things, invest in this type of way. You know, I was just able to hit the ground running with the business. So I started my business, and then October rolled around. October motherfucking 1st. I would never forget the day. 2022. Okay, I was on my way to me and my cousin's auntie. I mean, my man and my friends' auntie bachelorette party. And y'all, I made it like 45 seconds away from the destination when I got into a fucking car accident. A car accident. I'm talking about my car was totaled. I was so irritated. I was so mad. I was so far from home. And it was just like, what the I literally made it 45 seconds away from where I was supposed to go. And I got into a car accident. And thankfully, nobody was in the car with me, because if somebody's in the car with me, no telling how they would have ended up, because she hit the fuck out of my car and she hit the passenger side. And she hit me so hard. My airbags deployed, windows broke, the car was fucking smoking, y'all. I was so scared. I hopped out that car so fast. Like, I don't even know, even if something was wrong with me, I was just like, I have to get out this car, because I watched too many movies, and I'm like, this mug gonna catch on fire, and then I'm gonna be stuck in here. You know how, like, I used to watch, not to be weird or nothing, but I used to watch Critical Life in the ER or something like that, and they used to have all type of like cases come into the ER, and you know, they would help them. You know, it would be like people had a pole in their leg, or you know, you just think worst case scenario. So I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of this car. It's gonna fucking catch on fire. I cannot be stuck in here. You know how your car catch on fire, or I don't know what happens to make your doors lock and then you can't get out. So I was like, yeah, no, instantly hopped out the car. I could not find my phone for like 10 minutes, so I couldn't even text nobody. I couldn't even call nobody because I was so scared, adrenaline pumping. I'm like, damn, is something wrong with me? Got whiplash, all this stuff just going through my head, and I'm just like, oh my god, how am I gonna get home? What am I about to do? I just started this job and I have to go to different locations. Like, it was just crazy. So okay, boom, I'm like, okay, so now I'm out of commission with the car. Mind y'all, I had just got this car in March. Yes, I got this car in March, right before I moved home, and I was like, oh my god, I just got this car and it's gone. It's total. I knew it was total after she hit it, because it was like the airbags deployed. It was just a mess. It was just a hot ass mess. So I'm like, okay, oh my god, whatever. So everything happens for a reason, right? So I ended up moving back home, so I had to drive my mom car or whatever. We made it work. So that was October. And then going through that, having to go through physical therapy, all that stuff. Like, it was just a lot, girl. It was a lot, and it was just draining. Because I'm like, good stuff is happening, but then here we go, boom, now this is happening. Bro, okay, let me just stop talking about it, because it's so irritating, and it's over. But anyway, so October, November, December. What happened in November, December? I don't think anything. Well, I'm gonna just say this. I feel like at that point I reached like a point in life, a point in time where I started to grow and I started to evolve. Now I'm in my late 20s, you know what I mean? And I feel like my first crisis was at 25. Like, I went through a thing. And then my late 20s, I feel like you kind of go through another thing. I don't know if this is for everybody, but it's like you start growing, you start changing, you start wanting more. You know, I started healing for real. Like, my healing journey, spiritual journey, started getting for real about those things. And I feel like people don't talk about it, but it's very uncomfortable. Like, healing is not a super, like, oh my god, I'm healing, this is so fun. Like, some days is you crying, some days is you journaling, some days is you talking to God, some days is you talking to yourself, girl, because I talk to myself. I don't know about y'all. But yeah, like, it's an uncomfortable thing, but it's a great thing at the same time. It's like a bittersweet type of thing, you know what I mean? And like, when you heal, y'all, and you start growing and you really tap in, like, I promise you, a lot of things and a lot of people you just become so uninterested in. Like, it's just like, because I feel like once you reach a certain level in your healing journey, you sense bullshit so easily, and it's like, I don't have time for that. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm cool. You stay over there, I'm stay over here. Like, you just tap into that. And I feel like I already am an empath. Like, I can sense people's feelings. I can sense, like, it could be just like the way that you texting and I can know you got an attitude. It could just be the way that you like blink this day and it's like, yeah, something's off, you know. And I don't really like to subscribe to like everybody's energy because it's literally draining. Like, I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it on top of the stuff that I'm already going through. Like, I can't do it. So yeah, like, I feel like, and even now I'm still going through that, but like, it's just been like non-stop changing. It's my no-stop. It's been non-stop changing, non-stop evolution, but in a good way. You know what I mean? And then I hate this time of year just because, like, seasonal depression is a real thing. Like, me and my friends talk about this all the time. Like, you could be fine one day and then the next day it's like, what the fuck, what's going on with me? Like, why am I in the funk? Why am I in the mood? Because seasonal depression is real. You know what I mean? You have to really like tap in and lock into yourself, especially around the time where like the times change. You know, we set the clocks forward. Is it back? We set the clocks back. Like, and it gets dark at 4:30, 4 o'clock, 4. It's just, I don't like this time of year because I need to see sunshine. When I leave out of work, I need to see sunshine. You know what I'm saying? For us everyday girls, 9 to 5 civilians, you know, the ones that are not full-time entrepreneurs yet, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna pray about that manifesting. But like, you know, you wake up, it's dark. You leave work, it's dark. And then you feel like you gotta hurry up and get home, and you know, it's just you know, it's very much it's very much blah. Even for people that are not 9 to 5, it's like, I feel like that's the hardest time in the world for a lot of us to like go through and get through, is that winter season. But it's okay because we almost making it to the other side. It's about to be spring. So yeah, I was going through that. And then also now I feel like I'm just prioritizing my health, like mental health, physical health, all that. Like, just making sure I take vitamins. Like, I've been doing research on vitamins and what I need to take, and you know, again, just evolving as a woman. You know what I'm saying? As a person, for sure. As a woman, like, evolving as a woman is crazy because you just start wanting more. You like, I'm only giving my energy to this. Like, you know, you start looking at men different. You start looking at friends different. Not like, you know, in general, you know what I'm saying? You start looking at people differently. And it's just like, that don't align with me. So I'm not going to subscribe to that. I'm not going to deal with that. Like, I'm just not going to do it. You know what I mean? And yeah, so another thing is, like I said, I've been prioritizing health, just like making sure you take care of your mental health. That's very important, because if you don't have your mental health, you don't have anything. Seriously, honestly, and truly. Even if it's anxiety, if it's depression, if it's something deeper than that, like, you have to prioritize yourself. That's why now that I'm older, you know how people are like, oh, don't be selfish. No, I feel like you have to be selfish in life a lot of times, and it just is what it is. Like, you have to put yourself first, because if you constantly putting other people first, you're gonna be pouring from a cup that's half empty. You don't have anything to pour into anybody if you don't have anything to pour into yourself. Like, you always have to make sure you're good in a relationship with your parents, with your children. You can't give anybody anything if you're not okay, point blank, period. So yes, you do have to be selfish a lot of times, and nothing is wrong with that. I'm not saying like be selfish, like don't share your food or nothing like that, you know, but I'm talking about like real deal stuff. Like, you have to be selfish. Then y'all, I ended up getting a new car, which has definitely lifted a burden off my shoulders. Like, oh my god, I'm back in. You know, when you have a car and you just used to going, you used to doing this, you used to doing that, like, anything that kind of changes that for you is insane. Like, what? I don't have a car. You can do stuff without a car, but you can't move when you get ready. You can't move on your own time. Like, you just, if you get it, you get it, okay? And then I ended up moving in January. I ended up moving sooner, way sooner than I even expected. I knew that I was gonna move in 2023. I just didn't know I was gonna move at the top of 2023. First month of 2023. I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna move out in the summer, the fall, you know, I'm gonna give myself some time, but ended up having to move in January. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just have to go with the punches. Like, it is what it is. You know, I'm in a space, in a place where it makes sense. So I had to go ahead and do that. After that, I ended up going to Houston. Like, right after I moved, I ended up going to Houston for my birthday in February. And like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, I was so overwhelmed. Like, it was just a lot happening in all of these months. It was just a lot going on. A whole lot. And it was just like, oh my god, I'm so overwhelmed. Like, I'm so happy to be going to Houston, but it's just so much, and it's back to back to back to back to back, to the point where it's like, damn, I can't even enjoy it, you know? So when I moved the next week, I went to Houston, so I really didn't get to enjoy my place. Like, I feel like now I'm just now getting to enjoy it, you know, because you gotta unpack, you gotta decorate a little bit, you gotta just do so much stuff to make your house feel like a home. And I feel like I'm just, like I said, now getting to the point where I'm able to enjoy it. I'm able to sit back and just soak it all in, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. And then now is the end of February going into March, and yeah, I feel like I just went through like a dark phase for like a couple months, like mentally, emotionally, physically. And yeah, I'm just one of those type of people, like when I go through stuff, I just go through stuff on my own. I don't really like to vent and tell other people and do this and do that, because to be honest, y'all, I feel like the world has problems. Like everybody has problems, and sometimes, like, you know, I don't want to come to you with my problems and you got your own problems. So a lot of times I just go through things, and maybe I talk about it, and maybe I won't, you know what I mean? And so yeah, I'm just glad that I came out that space, out that place, and now I'm just like, I see the light again. I'm shining. You know what I'm saying? It's lit over here. Really, it is. And so I just been you know, in the mornings, like I listen to sermons, or I listen to like motivational talks. I'm very mindful of the things I listen to, the things that I subscribe to, the things that I like to eat, the people that I like to be around, whatever, because all of that literally, you know, plays a part in everything when it comes to yourself. Like, you have to treat yourself like as if you are that, because you are, you know what I mean? And it's just been like a crazy journey, even learning my self-worth all over again. Like, I very much know I'm that girl, been that girl, always gonna be that girl, you know. But sometimes you lose sight of that. You be like, oh, I don't really know, you know. You go through these phases sometimes. It's like, girl, no, you always that girl. Your mind is playing tricks on you. And that's one thing that I've been telling myself too, like, no, you tell your, like, your mind, your brain and stuff will take you certain places, and it's like, it's not true. Don't subscribe to those things. Like, make sure you are giving yourself positive affirmations. Like, if you have a negative thought, replace it with a positive one off back. Like, don't sit there and soak in that negativity. And I feel like it's normal. Everybody has these days where it's like, oh, I feel like I'm not enough, I feel like I'm this, I feel like I'm that. No, very much tell myself, I'm definitely that, I'm definitely worth everything and then some. I'm that girl. Like, give yourself positive affirmations. Give yourself not reaffirmations, not reinstatement, reinforcement. I don't know, y'all. Hopefully y'all know the word that I'm trying to look for, because I don't know. Effective. Like, I would say I'm a like emotional person, contrary to popular belief, because a lot of people don't feel like I am. But it just depends on what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times I don't give a fuck, but sometimes I do. You know what I'm saying? And like, I used to like let my emotions cloud my judgment. I feel like that's a very dangerous thing. Is going off your emotions, because everybody goes through emotions. Like, you gotta let those emotions pass, feel it, and then come back to reality. Like, okay, now that I'm not feeling like this no more, I'm not in this space, I can think with a clear head. And I feel like that's the important part about it. Like, you have to be able to think with a clear head despite everything that's you know, has happened to you or is going on. Like, you have to have control. But yeah, y'all, I don't want to talk too much, ramble and all this. Plus, y'all, it's 9:14, so it's really my bedtime. I don't even play like that no more. I'm about to wrap my hair up and get in the bed, okay, because sister is tired. But anyways, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know, if it's something that y'all want to talk about in the chat, in the comments, drop it down below. We can talk about it, girl. Anything you want to share, you can share it. You know, questions, concerns, whatever the case may be, drop it down below. But yeah, I feel like this is very necessary, it's very needed. Hopefully somebody can see this video and take something away from it, you know, because it is what it is. So once again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video. It may be a vlog, it may not, I don't really know, we'll see. Calling out the steppers to the front, get ready for the show. Bye, y'all.